Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. This is indeed where men and women from around the world gather in defense of liberty. I'm your host, Bill Bailey, who will be channeling the patriotism of our founding fathers. Folks, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Joe Biden will take the stage during a State of the Union speech and lie to the American people. He's good at orating untruths with his forked tongue. He's been lying to people most of his life, and he will continue lying to America tonight. I doubt the 80-year-old CCP asset even knows what the truth is anymore. Joe is going to crow about how great the economy is under his presidency, but we know better. We know that the Biden inflation is robbing us of our labor. We know that 60% of Americans are now living hand to mouth because of him and his administration's destructive policies. We know that American savings accounts have never been lower or their credit card statements ever higher. Americans' disposable income fell by over $1 trillion in 2022. That's the largest drop in real disposable income since the worst year of the Great Depression in 1932. We remember Joe Biden on his first day in office, signing an executive order ending Trump's America First energy policy. Thereafter, starving America of our own energy production. He killed the Keystone Pipeline and made America once again dependent on acquiring oil from our foreign adversaries, putting us at the mercy of our geopolitical enemies. We were energy independent just 2 years ago, and our gasoline and home heating fuels were abundant and affordable. Now Americans are struggling just to afford to fill their vehicles and heat their homes, all because of Joe and his fellow climate criminals' destructive green energy policies. Joe Biden has overprinted our fiat currency by creating trillions of dollars out of thin air, putting America even deeper in debt and fueling runaway inflation. Inflation is at a 40-year high. Food inflation is palatable every time Americans pay more for less at the grocery store. And why does he continue this economic damage to everyday Americans? To pay for a murderous war he and his globalist partners started in hoping to eliminate Russia from the world stage as part of their plan for a one-world government. That and their out-of-control spending on radical social programs that will be extremely destructive to our God-given freedoms and our constitutional republic. But Joe will tell us the economy has never been better. Not only is Joe leading Americans into a life of poverty and squalor, in what I believe will be the greatest depression, but he and his comrades have already ignited the fuse of World War III. He and his globalist partners have already started World War III, a horrific conflict that is going to lead to global destruction. Joe Biden and his comrades have us in war with Russia, a nuclear nation, one with state-of-the-art nuclear weapons, hypersonic missiles, and other weapons of mass destruction. Joe Biden and his comrades are sending hundreds of billions of dollars of our weapons of war to fight Russia. And worse, China is now preparing for war against America because of Joe's feckless leadership. Right now, Joe Biden and his criminal regime are sending the weapons of war to Ukraine, but soon they will be sending America's sons and daughters to fight a war that most Americans want no part of. Yet tonight, Joe Biden will tell America how peaceful the world is under his leadership. Joe has made America weak in the eyes of the world. He operates like an asset of the CCP. No president would ever let a Chinese spy balloon, one possibly carrying nuclear weapons, come near American airspace, yet Joe did. He let the CCP airship fly over our strategic nuclear defense silos, and then traverse across America and out to sea before he caved to pressure and had it shot down, but only after the CCP collected all the data from it. Unbelievable, folks. So he has us at war with Russia, soon China, and is about to have us in a possible war with Iran after we, or Israel, bomb Iran's uranium enrichment sites. We very possibly may be in a three-front war in the coming months. It's possible. It's possible because we have a weak, incompetent leader that's putting America last. He and his administration are hurling America in the free world into world war, a terrible war, unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed, literally hell on earth. Nuclear world war. Maybe someone should explain to Joey and his green agenda globalist that nuclear world war isn't exactly good for the ecosystem of the planet, let alone human life. We remember the botched pullout from Afghanistan when he pulled out our military, yet left thousands of Americans at the mercy of our enemy. He left over $80 billion of our state-of-the-war military equipment to the Taliban and surrendered Bagram Air Force Base ultimately to the Chinese. Joe opened America's southern border, creating a free-for-all for America's adversaries to have free access into America. Millions have now illegally entered America, and we can only speculate that many of them are planning harm to our nation. We remember how Joe has drained our strategic oil reserve before selling it to China. Joe took more oil, folks, more oil from our strategic oil reserve than all other presidents combined. We are learning now about how he sold his influence to China and others. He literally has sold out America in every way imaginable. 10% for the big guy. Joe and his criminal regime are destroying America and the world we love and inhabit. Yet tonight, Joe will tell Americans that life has never been better, that the economy has never been stronger, or our world ever safer. We know better. My advice, folks, keep prepping and keep praying. Our world is going to turn dark and ominous as we head into a storm. My friends, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you will. It helps with the algorithm and push this content out. Please subscribe, become a member of our community. Like and share these videos. May God bless you, and may God keep you and your family safe. I'll see you all in the next video. Sons of Liberty out. Goodbye.